that just skipped off the top of the basket. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are back. Today we're at Carroll Park, and there's nothing too exciting about this video, just me, my full bag, and we're going to be playing a scoring round. This is a course I haven't played in a while, so I'm excited to get out here and play it again. I've seen on Facebook the rough is really bad, so the goal of this video is don't lose a disc, right? Stay in the fairways. Obviously, I'm not really sure where all the pin locations are, but let's aim for at least 6 down today, bogey free. That's my goal. Go in the basket. Get in there. Needed it. A little lucky on hole 1, but we'll take it. This course is in Beaver Creek, Ohio, and honestly, I feel like it's a gem of a course. The only downfall is the rough. It just gets super grown in, so even a foot off the fairway, and you might be looking for a while, but if you can stay in the fairways, I think you'll have a lot of fun out here if you've never played it. Hole 2, 342, straight out in front of us, pretty simple hyzer, or it should be. I'm gonna go trail here because it's a bit longer than my Leopard 3s, but still pretty straight. Put on a little hyzer, see if I can fade it in. Maybe a little higher, but that's getting over there. That has to be incredibly hard to see on the camera because I could hardly see that fly. Hole 3, 249, kind of our first technical hole. Luckily, it's straight out in front of us. When it's in that right position, it can be pretty tough because it's really a small tunnel. But since it's straight ahead, I'm going to try to flex my jawbreaker zone through the gap, see if we can get a look. Get out of it. Get out of it. Oh, it just stayed. I don't know if I can capture how peaceful and beautiful it is outside right now, but man, if you guys have never played disc golf kind of early in the morning when the course is empty, very much recommend you do it. Super peaceful. Oh, shorted it left. That would have been a hot start, 3 for 3. Holy smokes. Here's kind of a look at the rough. Almost as tall as me. Actually, in some spots it is. This one's always a bit impossible to film because we're going over this huge tree, bush, whatever you want to call it, and we're headed way right. So the big one on here, if you throw the backhand turnover, make sure you keep it turned over. Otherwise, you're going to fade out into the long stuff. Then if you throw the forehand, it's really easy to come up short into the right tree line. So kind of have to juice the forehand. I think that's what I'm going with. I think it'll be easiest to find even if we throw a bad one. Hopefully that's an easy find and we can just pitch out and take the par. That probably needed an extra 50 to 75 feet of distance to get to the basket. Threw it too high too. I feel like they have cleared a ton of this out, so that's super helpful. You can find your disc a bit easier. I still don't really have a way to the basket, so this is a pitch out, take my par. Hole 5, 351, tucked up there in the tree line in the left, on the left side. I don't think I'm getting to the basket, in all honesty, so I'm gonna throw my Pro Wraith. Little hyzer, should flip up, get to the tree line or close to the tree line, pitch up, take the par. That's a great rip. Oh, skip in it. Oh, it hit a tree in there. That actually could have gotten to the basket. I got those Pro Wraiths off the factory second site for like 10 bucks each or something. They were pretty stable. Like I was having a hard time flipping them up, but let me tell you, it did not take long for them to get beat in. Now the fact that I can flip that up and sometimes get a little turn out of it, I was like, wow, this didn't take long at all. So I might have to buy a couple more of these in the future, or just get a star one and wait it out so that it lasts longer. I think I was incredibly close to parking it. I don't know if it had the speed, if it really would have gotten a huge skip, but I think we would at least be in circle 1. Oh, get it up, Max. That's what she said. Hole 6 is a perfect zone. Going Z zone 4 time. 216, you just want to hit the gap pretty flat, let it fade over to the basket. Oh, I just pulled it over. Come on, dude. I'll tell you what, this is pretty incredible. The fact that some of this is over my head. It could really use a whacking. Makes the course play a little bit more challenging because instead of a wide open putt, I got to go over these weeds. Honestly, that might go in. Just short. Great line. This is one I'm hoping to birdie every time. Not all that hard. Just throw a zone shot like you always do. Just yanked it over a little bit. Honestly, if they made all of the long stuff out of bounds, imagine how much harder this course would play. This hole is, in fact, the dumbest hole on the course. A big U shape, there's no way to film it, so you're just gonna have to watch my tee shot. For those of you who know the hole, I'm going zone, just trying to get to the gap. Probably went too far of the gap. I'm not sure if I'll ever figure this hole out, how to actually get one and park it. So I just play it for par pretty much every time. I mean, this is basically where I land every single time. So maybe a little bit more height and more inside, but the more you push it inside, the bigger chance of coming up short. I just feel like that's not worth it because it's a short hole. To take bogey is kind of silly. Off the top. Such a realistic round for me. Lots of pars, couple birdies mixed in. This is insane. It's so overgrown that you can't see the basket on this one. It's only 225. We're playing a shot to the right and letting it hyzer in with the jawbreaker zone. Oh my gosh. That just skipped off the top of the basket. I think it skipped long. If we would have aced that and you couldn't see it, that would have been such a bummer. The fact this basket is already elevated and we hit off the top, just be a foot taller. Stay in the air. And we're all ready to hole 9. We're sitting at 2 under, which was the first and second hole of the day. Hole 9 is 396. We got all that rough on the left, some more on the right, but to be honest with you, it's a bit cowardly. But I want to throw the forehand in case I do throw a terrible shot. I would rather find this disc on the right side than the left. So we're going to go Wraith, try to give it a good flex, see how close we can get. Oh, am I still going to have to look for it on the left? No, it's out. I got to relearn how to forehand that Wraith because it has been getting beat in. I think I've said that multiple times, and I still haven't quite figured out the angle. Like, do I just try to throw that as flat as possible and see if the disc goes left, or do I still flex it? At one time, I could get probably a 20 to 30 foot look at this basket with a forehand, and that forehand power is just gone. I don't know where it went, but it's non-existent now. I don't know, I guess this is still decent forehand distance, although it was a full flex shot. I don't know, you guys can let me know, am I delusional or is this good? Nope. Everything short left, as if there's no commitment on it. 2 under through 9, I didn't feel like we threw terrible shots over there. Couldn't capitalize on some of the putts, or the long ones anyway. So we have a little ground to make up for that 6 under. Hole 10, a $117. This would obviously be a really good one to get, but it is quite technical. So hit an early tree, you could be in some danger. I think I'm going to go through this left side with my more stable zone and just kind of hyzer it over there. I'm so glad I hit that. I would have been very disappointed in myself. Now here's the ace line. To flex it on that right side. If you ever want to ace this hole, that's the way to do it. Trust me. You know, we're through 9, so if you're still here watching, enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button for me. It does the channel a lot of good. So thank you guys for your support. You don't always want to count on getting this one, but it's definitely one you should have. Hole 11, I really think, is one of the best holes on the course. It's a par 4, 501. You're trying to get to this tree line down there, and then you're pushing right once you're in there. I'm going to go Wraith, just try to get to the opening and see if we can secure this birdie. I kind of fell over that front foot there, which I feel like every time I do that, that means I haven't braced correctly, and I knew I wasn't going to throw that very far after I did that. I was really trying to make it so you could see the basket, but man, is it dark in there. We're looking right at it. I think jawbreaker zone, right at the basket, should be good. I pulled it again. I did that over there. It got lucky on the left, though, we have a putt. This was not deserving whatsoever, but disc golf is also about a little bit of luck. Hole 12, another par 4 at 402. This one can be tricky, but if you break it up into 2 shorter shots, it becomes a lot easier. You still have to hit a line. What I like to do is go left side Z zone, forehand, try and fade it over to the right side of the fairway where it opens up, and then maybe jawbreaker zone or whatever it is to the basket from there. Oh, that was a little higher than I intended, but hit a middle tree. So we're going to see, I don't know what that's going to leave us. This hole is playing a little farther than I said because it's actually in long and I thought it was in short. So the basket is back left. This is actually a perfect position because now we can throw kind of a hyzer that fades to the basket. I got jawbreaker zone, try to get to the basket. I love this. Oh yeah. I see so many people play this hole and they just rip off the tee. And that's fine if it gets through cleanly, but I feel like you have a bigger chance or better chance of hitting early and kicking way out of position. Whereas just throw to the landing zone and do the same thing. And if you get a kick, probably isn't going to be as bad because you're not throwing as hard. So that's how I look at it, and it usually works out for me. Lots of zone shots on this back 9 so far. 13, 153, elevated basket. You're really just trying to throw in this left gap and hyzer one to it. You could go backhand turnover if you really want to. I think I'm going to go jawbreaker zone. Got it high like I wanted. Oh, baby! Right over the basket. That was my attempt for the ace. Now we got an awkward straddle putt. Which way do I want to go? I hate those shorties where you know it's a must make, but you just have an awkward tree right in your stance. Shocker here, another zone. 213, just hitting this left side on pretty much a flat angle and letting our Z zone fade to the basket. This tee pad is really awkward because it's lined up to go straight. Well, there is no way to go straight on this hole. Got to kick left. This hole is very weird because every time you throw one into the left, you always think it comes up shorter than it did. And I don't know if that's because from the tee pad, this hole looks longer, but after all, it's only 213. This zone, which hit early, is somehow pin high, just in the thick. I don't know if there's a real way to make this, but we're going to give it our best try. Let's go. No way. That's huge. And once again, just very lucky that we made it up here. Hole 15, this one's 324 out in front of us, and you have that rough that's along the entire hole. What I'm going to try to do is throw this really beefy wraith on a pretty steep flex angle forehand and see if we can get to the basket. This is kind of a scary shot because if I don't get the flex on it, this is going to end up way right. Nope, see ya. Oh boy, that's gone. Woo, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That guy has to come back home because it's a big part of my bag now. It's my most overstable disc. Even if the hole isn't very long, I can throw that because I can't throw it very far. In addition to some utility shots I can use it for just because of how overstable it is. But it's going to be a tough find. Hopefully we find it. Well, guys, that is incredibly disappointing. I looked for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, and no luck. So if you live near Carroll, if you play it a lot, and you happen to find it somehow, I would love to get it back. Of course, there is no name or number on it, but I think it had a red rim. It's a very cool Halo Wraith. I'm sure if you find it, you'll know it's mine, but bummer. I got some more at the house, but that one hurts. That was a very long break, but I'm just going to go ahead, give myself a bogey on that hole, and let's finish this out. Hole 16 is 249. It's a hyzer into the woodline left, and you kind of have to have something glidey that pushes in to the opening. This jawbreaker zone likes to kind of stay in the air and push left now because it's been so beaten in. So let's try it. No, that's terrible. That's good for a par. All right, a little shaken up, you know, just lost my baby. My thought is every time if I look long enough, it'll pop up. And with how long I just looked, I can't believe I didn't find it. That might go in. Oh, that would have been lovely. Oh, I didn't know it rolled. Hole 17, 270. This should just be a simple hyzer. I'm going with a fairway driver, the Athena. That way I can just kind of put it wide, let the disc work over there. Oh, I don't think I'd put it high enough. The goal at the beginning of this video was 1, not to lose a disc, and 2, bogey free. We did them both in the same hole. Yes, at least we got it back. One thing I will say, and I think I've touched on it before, but one of the hardest parts about YouTube videos sometimes is not letting your emotions bleed too much into the video. Like, I'm pretty disappointed, upset, and I think it's okay to show that to an extent, but to like dwell on it, I guess, is sometimes hard because you personally are pretty upset, but you're also trying to make a good video and be enthusiastic or happy or have good energy. With that being said, we got our last hole here. 304 basket is in that tree line. Thinking I'm going trail again. Just more hyzer than I threw on hole 2, and it should be fine. I'll get under it. Yes. I don't know what that hit, but it just completely stopped, and it's right under the basket. What a back 9, though. We had that one bogey and a single par. Everything else was birdies. So we turned up on the back. I feel like that's how an amateur plays disc golf. You're either going to be hot on the front, cold on the back, or cold on the front, hot on the back. I feel like there's really no in between. All right, guys, there you have it. That's Carroll Park. A lot of the pins were in the short, which was helpful for us. We shot a 8 under par, which I'm pretty happy about for the most part. Obviously sad that I lost that Wraith. Who knows? Maybe it'll come back, but again, it doesn't have my name or number on it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want more chill rounds like this. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.